And we are live. Welcome to another live version of the Those Guys podcast, part of the Rule the Galaxy network. It is Joe. I'm kind of running the ship, but not really, because if you would have heard us right before we came on, I am not running this ship at all. And it's been a fiery kind of piss and anger kind of start to the day here with the group. So I'm going to go around to the regular crew here, and yeah, we'll start with Ryan, who's brought little roses and sunshine to the conversation this morning. How you doing, Ryan?
I guess the piss and anger reference was to me, which is fine. It's well deserved, I guess. But yeah, I'm having a great Saturday morning at 8 a.m. How are you guys?
Good.
I think I'm doing better than you.
Yeah.
I mean, I got up at 5. I've already
Why?
exercised. I've already let the dogs out. Who let the dogs out? I
Wow.
let the dogs out.
Bad.
I went. I
Yeah.
went to McDonald's, to Starbucks. Yeah. I mean,
Overachiever.
it's a glorious day.
So he's done all of that. He's done all that. I didn't even shower yesterday. I haven't showered in 2 days.
So do you do that? Like, is that like something that's unavoidable? Like, if you took some drugs, could you sleep till 7 or 8, or do you do that on purpose?
Well, my alarm was set for 6:30, and at a little after 5, I was awake and ready to go.
Okay, so that's what Kelly does. Kelly gets up at like 3 a.m., but she falls asleep at like 8:30 every night. Yeah,
No.
so she's like up, but she gets a lot of stuff done. Between 3 and 6 or whatever.
She got my new sweater. She just knit it.
Why is this sleeve shorter than the other? I don't. Yeah, she better get ready for daylight savings time tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
Yeah. So, Mass, we're going to do a show at 9 tomorrow because daylight savings time.
Great.
I thought they were going to pass the bill that daylight savings time was like going away. What happened to that?
I think it is going to happen at some point in time, and I'm okay with it happening. Honestly,
the Russians told us it was a bad idea, so we axed that.
The Russians don't even know what time it is in their entire country.
They know what time it is in our country.
So do the Chinese. So do the Israelis. So do the Palestinians. We're just everybody's, stepchild, I guess. So,
which is the one where we get an extra hour sleep? Fall back or spring forward?
This is spring forward. We lose.
We lose. Okay, we lose. So I'm fine with daylight savings time as long as it's always fall back. Hey, we're falling back again. Hey, it's time to fall back again.
What bothers me about daylight savings time, really, out of everything, I don't pay attention. When I'm asleep, things happen. That's fine. Let those things happen. But my friends in Australia, at some point in time, are, I think, 13 hours difference than us. And sometimes they're 15 hours difference than us. Because when we spring forward, they fall back. So they go an opposite hour the other way while we go an hour the other way. So I used to talk to them and it'd be like, oh, okay, I can figure out the time frame of when to call them, right? Well, then this whole daylight savings time thing happens, and then I've got to rework the whole thing. So that bothers me about it. But other than that,
can your friends from Australia tell us what's going to happen today?
I ask
them. They're in the future. They're in the future.
Who won the Powerball?
See,
do they know?
What are the numbers?
Well, we usually talk for sure every Christmas. We talk every year during the Super Bowl, and every year I always ask them who won, so I can bet on it, and they never know. But yeah, it's a fun.
They
little
know.
Game. Yeah, they do.
They know. Yeah, they're just not telling you, dude. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's their plan, right? They're on that little island by themselves. And actually, it's not that little of an island. It's pretty much the same size as the United States. Yep. We just think it's little. But they've got a lot of stuff on the coast, but not much in the middle. Very weird. Hey, we have. Are you guys getting any feedback or reverberation right now, or is it just
No.
me?
Can
I
you
heard
guys hear
some.
me clearly? Can you hear me?
I hear you guys fine.
Good. No.
We do have some celebration this week, though, Mass. This
Mm.
week, not only does our friend Dave turn 53 twice, um, our friend Tom here turned 49, his last year in his 40s.
Ooh,
Final lap
yeah.
around the sun. Woohoo! In my 40s. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, congratulations.
That-
Here is one of my birthday gifts from my wife.
Look at
It's
that.
Lego me, Lego her.
So, Mass, not only do they have Funko
Oh,
Pop
hang on, you got your
Tom
glasses on.
and Funko Pop
Ah,
Amy,
there you go. Nice.
they have Lego Tom and Lego Amy.
Love. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
so sweet.
Very cool. Very cool.
All you need now is Star Wars action figures.
Oh.
Amy and yeah. Tom.
Whoa,
Yeah.
dude. Her and Slave Leia.
That's I was going to ask you where you went. I should have known that one.
That's right where my head goes.
So yeah, that's what Tom wants for Christmas.
Is that a thing? I'm
I
actually
don't know.
looking
I
now.
think there are people out there who will do custom for you. They'll mash up either regular figures or create figures for you. So it's obviously not a Hasbro thing, which I think Hasbro did it for a while. They
I
sold
figured too.
online. They would take regular figures and put your head on them. But I think there are some people that mash those up and do them custom right now. I would have Lori do Mara Jade.
Mm.
I would have Lori do Mara Jade, and then I would do me with a Captain Rex outfit where the helmet came off. That would be kind of cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Who would you be, Tom?
Me?
She's going to be Leia.
The sad thing is, I'd want to be Luke in his black Jedi gear, but we know we can't do that.
Well,
They tried that in Empire Strikes Back; it didn't work.
But you don't. I mean, it doesn't have to be like they're those characters. I mean, it's you. It's just the outfit you want to wear. It's
Yes,
not,
I would have to be the black Jedi. Dude, when he walked in Return of the Jedi into Jabba's palace with that, that was one of the best. Yeah.
Okay. Mass, how about you and Kelly?
Kelly would have to be Padme, and then I would be Anakin right at 6 a.m. as we're all getting coffee when I turn to the dark side.
For those that you don't realize this, Mass is not a morning person, yet we still get him up for this show. So, yeah.
I like to say that we're just trying to bring a little sunshine into Mass's life. You know, it's. I look at it and say, let's make. You know what? Let's make. I'm going to transition. Let's make Mass Roy Kent, and you and I are Coach Lasso and Coach Beard, Tom.
Okay, all right.
We're trying to bring him into the what's their group called? The
Diamond Dog.
Diamond Dogs.
That would work. I mean, I could make Kelly could be Keeley when we get our action figures done, and I could be Roy Kent. Yeah, that'll work.
So, speaking of Ted Lasso, and that's where I was going with this, just to go in a different
Segway.
direction. That's right, segue. Professional. There we go.
Wow, we're big time.
Yeah. I talked my mom into watching Ted Lasso.
Really?
My mom goes to Bible study like 3 times a week. My mom is one of the most Christian religious women in the world. And I told her, I said, I'm going to forewarn you. It is a very uplifting story. It's a very positive story, but there's going to be content that is not going to sit well with you. And the other day she texted me and then called me and she's like, I loved it. I zoomed, just went through all 3 seasons. It was fantastic. They say the F word a lot. And she said, and there's a lot of sexual situations.
Yeah, vulgarity. They're vulgar.
And I'm like, yes. She's like, but the forgiveness things and the redemption stories, those were all so uplifting, and I love the characters. And she said I cried, and and just happy tears when different stories are going on. And she said, and your father, well, he just loves Rebecca. So I was talking to my
Yeah.
dad yesterday on the phone, and I said, "Hey, Dad, Mom says you really like Rebecca." Oh, Jojo. Oh, Jojo. I have thoughts of Rebecca. I think of Rebecca all the time, Jojo. There's been many dreams. Yeah,
Well,
about
somebody needs
Rebecca.
to go to confessional.
And I'm just sitting there going, here's my mom who's very, I knew that would be offensive towards her and all that kind of stuff. But I also knew she would see the real story, which was one person can make a big difference in a lot of people's lives. And that even him, even Ted has problems that he's working through, but there's redemption stories and there's forgiveness stories. I mean, she said one of her favorite stories was at the end when Coach Beard came and spilled his guts on why he's so loyal to Ted.
Mm.
She said I was just bawling, right? And so I knew she would see through all the clutter, all the fuck, all that. Um, but yeah, so I just thought it'd be fun to talk about because since you were being Roy this morning, and we're in the Diamond Dog session here, that would be a good transition for you. But I thought you'd get a kick out of my
Mhm.
dad being head over heels for Rebecca in there. So yeah,
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad has a Rebecca thing too.
really,
Oh yeah.
Tom, we know your dad would if he'd watch it.
Well, to get my dad to watch any of the programming that I watch would be a miracle. He's stuck in Hallmark movies with my mom. I think in that house, my mom is the one that controls the remote.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, Mass. There we go. What do you
Don't
think?
give away all the tricks.
Mass, today is a show of special effects. For those of you watching on YouTube, ready? Here we go.
Wow. Yeah.
I know, I'm getting technical. So yes, Mom, Dad, Ted Lasso, Rebecca. Thought you'd like that. Tom's 49th. We got that knocked out. Tom, happy birthday.
Thanks, guys.
50th, what are we doing for that?
I have no idea. I'm sure my wife will put together something. Amy's pretty good about surprising me with stuff like that.
Okay.
It's my 30th birthday. My 30th birthday, we had a group of people. I had no idea. We go up to the Cheesecake Factory up on the north side because it was before there was one on the south side. We go up there and I'm so oblivious. Like we walk in, I'm like, oh my gosh, my sister's here. That's crazy. That's wild. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, so and so's here. I'm like, oh, and I'm like, it didn't even dawn on me that my wife put it together. That's how like, woo,
Wow.
over my head, yeah. So
That's good. You can live in that blissful kind of childlike state.
I did get a really cool gift.
On your
From-
30th?
No. I'm gonna show you guys all saw it because I put it in the chat. Chris Tilton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's sweet. It glows in the dark. It is badass. He made the frame. I don't know if you can't see it, but there's a little Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alfie's gonna need to talk to Chris and give one of those because
Mm-hmm.
between the Mandalorian and Fett, Alfie's gonna want that.
We'll have to get him.
That is cool.
I'm pretty sure he already ordered it, and he's just talking to Chris about the frame now.
Yeah,
He probably has.
Yeah.
So very cool.
it's very good that you have a friend like that though, Tom. Because I mean, as you guys know, I'm friends with you guys and a few other people. I don't know that I have anybody that handy that can create those kind of things for me.
No.
D-Doc.
Well, D-Doc. There we go. But
Mhm.
unfortunately, he lives in Philadelphia, and so he can't just be like, "Hey, dude, here's this for you."
He's gonna watch this show and he's gonna make you a Han Solo blaster out of freaking leftover copper pipe or some shit. He can
Recycled
lightsaber.
cans. Yeah.
So I can see him doing that.
D-Doc, you're right. He is very handy, and everybody should be watching D-Doc on YouTube. I think it's D-Doc DIY, right?
Yep.
on YouTube, and obviously you see the stuff he does here on Rule the Galaxy and so forth. I did invite Alfie and D-Doc on today because I wanted to do a mashup because we didn't get to do a show this week. Alfie's at work. He's already sent a message, said he's going to watch along and comment when he can. And D-Doc went to like the WWE SmackDown with his brother Joe Doc and his son David last night. So,
so they're asleep.
yeah, they're probably asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They didn't get up, wake up, do their morning push-ups and sit-up routine, go get a coffee, go get some breakfast for their wife and their Coke.
Yeah. No, this is iced coffee.
Iced coffee. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. That's iced coffee. Is it just black?
Iced coffee with a little shot of vanilla in it.
It looks like a Coke that went bad.
That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. Or tea.
I try not to drink soda that much anymore. I've really gone over to iced coffees when I need a
Me too.
caffeine rush. Yeah, Tom's dropping back some chemical laced thing there. I don't even know.
Right.
Monster.
Yeah. Get our sponsorship there.
In the morning when you're getting ready for work, when you're on the road doing your gig, what do you don't partake in coffee? Is it straight into Coke or Pepsi or whatever? Dr. Pepper?
No, I try not to have. I actually last week I stopped drinking Cokes altogether, except for like if we go out to eat someplace. But
okay,
I usually just drink water in the morning. I try not to have a Coke till lunch.
Good for you.
Flavored water or just water?
Just water.
I work for a water company, and I just doesn't do it for me. Doesn't hydrate me. I don't know why.
Well, it wakes me up because I don't want it. You know what I mean? Like, every time I take a drink of water, But now I don't like. Yeah, my grandma gave me coffee when I was like 2, and that shit's awful. I don't see how you guys do that at all. So,
I don't drink it. Yeah,
I haven't had
acquired
any
taste.
then. Yeah.
Lori now drinks coffee, and she was not a coffee drinker. So, well, I would say it definitely is an acquired taste. Alfie, they do not laugh at me when they hand me the iced coffee. They laugh at me because of my earring sometimes.
Oh my gosh, he's going back to the 90s.
Mass, 80s.
80s.
Yeah, 80s. Mass, did you ever have an earring? I can't even remember.
You don't remember when we got our ears pierced together?
Oh gosh, yes, I do remember that.
You guys got your ears pierced together. This is story time.
So he gets his ear pierced, and they got this gun, and she's having a lot of trouble.
Now wait a minute. Wait, I'm going to stop you. Stop you. Where was it though? It was up here. It was at the top. Because I already had the 2 earrings. That was going to be the third one. But now finish. Go ahead.
So he's like Joe is like visibly freaking out because this chick is having trouble getting this to his ear. And then, she's done. And then I sit down and I get mine done. And then I get up and I'm getting ready to pay. And I hear this boom. I hear this huge thud. And I turn around and Molinaro is passed out on the ground. And I am Jim Carrey in his face laughing at him like the dude Dumb and Dumber when he takes the rat poison. And then I'm trying to help him up, and I put my hand underneath his head, and he is bleeding everywhere. Like he cut his head open when he fell and hit something on his way down. And he is just bleeding all over this place. And I I'm like, ha ha ha, oh shit. And I'm like, call 911, call my mom, call somebody.
Now I'm going to give you, Mass, I will give you all credit for that. You are 100% correct that did happen. And to add to that story, at that time, that would have been my 5th earring. I had 2 in each ear at the bottom, and I was getting 1 at the top. And as Mass stated, the young lady was having a very hard time getting that in because it was going through the cartilage. And as she was actually doing it, blood was dripping down off my ear onto the ground, which I looked and I was like, why is there blood? And she's like, oh, it's just stuck. And then she pops it through. that's when I stand up. Mass is getting his earring, and I'm so dizzy from the blood dripping out of my
Uh-uh.
ear that I pass out. I hit the stand that's behind me.
Mhm.
Cut now. Not only am I bleeding out of my ear, I'm like a 3-inch gash on the back of my head, split completely open, blood pouring out of the back of my head. So I did stop at 5 earrings just because of that.
Hey, and we all know it wasn't the blood, it was your body had an allergic reaction to all the metal in your body. It's like, shit, I'm allergic to earrings.
Now, so look, I'm 53. So that story, when I start my stand up comedy act, which I'm going to do very soon, I've decided I'm going to stand up comedy.
Okay,
Um,
do it.
that story is going to be one of the things I tell. So thank you, Mass, for
Mhm.
bringing that up. But I'm 53 and I said, I dress how I want to dress now. I act how I want to act now. Why not go back to having an earring again? The hole never closed up from the time I was 16 to now. So it's there. I might as well wear an earring. And you know what? My wife finds that I'm rather sexy, attractive with the earring in. So I'm wearing it.
I'll tell
And
you what, I find you attractive too, Joe. I'm having trouble holding myself back right now.
I'm gonna follow that up, Tom, with knowing the scent that you're giving off with 2 days of not showering. I'm rather worked up as well.
And I too wear what I want to wear because I wore sweatpants to Shallows last night when I went to dinner. Not joggers, nothing stylish, sweatpants.
Mm.
I
Nice.
am Burl.
Were you wearing flip flops too?
I was not
Oh,
wearing flip flops.
Sweatpants and flip flops? I'd
I
like
didn't
to
have
see
my
that.
shoes tied. My shoes were untied.
oh,
Hey
I had
dudes,
a-
you had the hey dudes on, didn't you?
I did not have Hey Dudes. I do not own Hey Dudes. That I will not own them.
I do not either.
They
They're
reached
super
the point.
comfortable.
What's that?
I said they're super comfortable.
They reached the point where they were so popular. It's like I can't do it now. Can't buy them. Yeah,
Okay,
can't do
you're
it.
gonna like this comment by a Hyperfuse
It
Heroes.
does explain a lot.
Yeah, right?
Big Heroes.
Right.
It explains a lot. It
Yeah.
explains why he put the earring back in his when he's 53.
Okay, so Mass, I will say the Hey Dudes, I do
Mm.
think they look good, but I'm so hooked on my Doc Martens and my Vans, and that's all I
Mm.
wear. I can't add another shoe line to me because once I start into a shoe line, like I have to keep buying more. It's like people with tattoos. But once I got my first pair of Vans, I'm like, well, now I need that color, and now I need that style, and now I need, and that's the way I am with my Doc Martens and my Vans. So if I got Hey Dudes, I'm really nervous that like I'd have 12 pairs of Hey Dudes, and I don't think I can do it.
Vans aren't going to bleed you dry money wise.
No, they're okay.
Doc Martens, if they're still priced the way they were priced back in
They
the
are.
90s,
Yeah.
that's a bad habit, Joe. That's a really
Mm.
bad. Hey Dudes won't bleed you dry.
No, they won't.
Yeah. So
What's the squishy shoe that everybody wears?
Crocs?
Crocs. I've never owned Crocs.
No, me either. Nope.
Not
Nope.
even when Deadpool wore them, I still couldn't get them. Yeah. Like I thought about the Deadpool croc, but
Mhm.
no, cannot do that.
No. I
Uh,
will. The kids have a pair, and they had them by our door by the sunroom. And I
Mhm.
stepped out. I used them to walk outside for something. I stepped back inside. It was wet. They're like freaking ice skates, dude. I about pulled my groin.
So I'm gonna add a story. You talked about the sweats and the hoodie last night. Mass, your story. You can bring up one next, but I'm gonna throw this one out. I had a fun Friday. Sitting at home working. I work from home on my computer, typing away, answering things, and get a phone call from my wife. She's at MedCheck, and she says, "Hey, she hadn't been feeling good all week, but she says, "Hey, I'm at MedCheck. The lady here told me with my symptoms, there's nothing they can do, and I need to get to the ER." And I said, "Excuse me?" And she said, "Yeah, they said between my blood pressure and la la la, I need to get to ER. So I need you to come pick me up and take me to the ER." This was like at 12:30, 1 o'clock. And I was like, "You got it." I shut everything down. I text people, "Hey, if you need me, I'm going to be gone. Text me, whatever." And I zoom over, pick her up at the med check, take her to the ER. we're there, do EKG, do blood tests, do chest X-ray, high blood pressure. She's not feeling good, chest tightness, dizziness. I'm like, okay, we're in some nervous time here, right? I don't like this at all.
Hmm.
Um, but we get out of there like at 7:30, 8 o'clock. Finally, I'll give you the rundown on that. But while we're there, the fun side of it was there's so many jokes that can come about when the person's sitting in the hospital room or the ER room, and the young nurse who's in her 20s probably comes in and says, "Okay, you're going to feel a small prick." As they're putting the needle in, which of course I'm sitting there going, no,
No.
and so I'm like,
Now's not the time.
yep, I'm like, I'm going to hold on to that one. I'm not going to mention anything. Well, they come back later and they had taken blood out of her left arm, and she said she usually does better giving blood out of her right arm, but they took blood, and the lady comes back and she says, okay, well, the samples we took on that arm weren't that good. Some of the blood clotted up in the vials, so we're gonna have to go out of the other arm. Lori's quote, ready? Oh no, you're gonna stick it to me in both. I
You're just about to bust.
I am. I sit there and I go, and the nurse looks at me and I go, so many jokes, so many jokes. And she goes, Sam. I go, nope, not gonna do it. I'm thinking HR is going to come down and go, the 20-year-old nurse said you mentioned something about small pricks and put in both. And I'm like, so I just
I
sat
didn't say
there.
it. I didn't say it. She said it.
So Lori's sitting there and she leaves. She's like, what? And I told her what I was like, did you not hear what you said? I was like, you're going to stick it to me in both? I said, I was dying inside. She just cracks up laughing, thinking, oh my gosh, I can't believe I said that. But man, I wish I would have recorded it. That would have been our intro and our exit for the show. But
They're gonna stick it to me in both. What? Oh
gosh,
no!
it
Oh
was
no! They're
fan.
gonna stick it to me in both.
See, Mass, you got it. This is so it was everything I could do. I said, she goes, that's gonna end up on the show tomorrow, isn't it? And I was like, yep, that's going
Yeah.
right on the show.
Yes.
Said we will talk about that quite a bit, actually. So
I'm getting shirts made.
can we wear them to the draft?
Will Joe say small prick?
So yes, so if you're listening and we have bothered you with some of the things we're saying, I apologize, but man, I could not resist to discuss
Nobody's
that.
listening.
We have 5 people listening right now.
Really?
Thank you, 5 people that like us.
Yes. So yeah, but end of story. She's got to see a cardiologist. End of story. They gave her some meds because they don't like the high blood pressure and the chest pain and all that. But yeah,
What was her blood pressure?
it got high for a while. It got
Yeah.
high.
Well,
Like when she first got there, it was like 180 over 111.
Wow.
And then it went down to like 160, 150. By the time we left, it was like 120 over 80 or something. So it was back to normal, but they'd
Mhm.
given her some things to kind of calm things down. But yeah, you know, it's funny because, you know, my dad's checking in. How's Lori? What's going on? And I'm sitting there telling him, and he's like, huh, you guys are that age. High blood pressure kicks in. And I'm like, that age? You're my father. What do you mean we're of that age, right? I mean, but everybody, her parents, my parents, they're all on blood pressure medicine. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So for everybody who's listening right now, she's doing well. She's resting. We'll find out what goes on with the cardiologist and things like that. But I just thought I couldn't resist those lines that were stated at the hospital. I had to
well,
bring
she's
this
in
up.
pain and suffering
Yeah.
and nervous and scared to death. Why not make
Huh.
fun of the things that she says?
Yeah. Oh, you got jokes now, right? Huh? Is that what you got? You got jokes? Huh? You want some jokes?
Hey, we wouldn't be husbands if we didn't try to make light of it. That's what we do,
Mr.
right?
Funny Man.
Oh, you got jokes?
So yeah, that was my Friday night. But I was a good Catholic. I went up to the cafeteria upstairs. I had some fish, got some fish, brought it back down, ate it.
Proud of
You know,
you.
no meat on Friday. So
Proud of you.
yep. Yep. Felt good. Felt like a good person to make fun of my wife, eat fish, all good.
Wow. Holy cow.
Though, they say that the people you tease and make fun of the most or rip on the most are the people you love the most.
Yeah. Just
I
like
mean,
when we were
that's
kids, you always picked on the girl that you liked, you know?
exactly.
Yep.
And I read something the other day on Instagram that said if you're friends with somebody for more than 15 years, you're no longer friends, you're family. And
Aw.
so, we're up to our 30th year of the Southport Football League. So, I mean, that means even Gary is our family. So,
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes,
and
he
for
is.
any of the Southport Football League that's listening, you'll know what we're talking about.
I don't think we have any South SFL listeners, do we?
No,
They're
I have
all
not.
asleep.
Yeah. Wow. Well, this
We
does
keep
come
going
out.
back to this, Mass. Tell us more about rest.
It does come out as a podcast later, Mass. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
just
Yeah.
a live thing on YouTube.
Okay. You know,
I did get told that we talked too much about IU last time. I apologize to all of our listeners.
did your wife say that?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Okay, I have stopped following NCAA basketball. I don't follow it the way I used to. I don't watch it religiously. IU did make some strides. They made some
Okay.
they had some wins, right? Are they going to make it into the tournament or not?
I don't think
It's
so.
it's 50-50.
Their bubble now.
Yeah, they're a bubble team. I don't think they're gonna make it, but
Gotcha.
I don't know.
It's always more fun when we get more, when Indiana gets more teams in. So
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
So a couple things to also cover because I as always monopolize the time. I want more Tom Lego stories with his wife, and I want more sleep stories with Mass. Great Ohio Toy Show again for anybody who's listening. We talk about it all the time on Rule the Galaxy, March 29th. If you're listening, if you listen to the podcast or watch us live on YouTube, March 29th, Xenia, Ohio. We'll probably do some live shows from there. Might do a those guys little show. We definitely are going to do a Rule the Galaxy. So we do that. D-Doc is working on a plan to get out there for that. Alfie is going and Joey is going. So should have a lot of fun and be ready to spend some money on some collectibles. And if you don't want to, you can just sit here and we can make fun of each other because we're family. So that'll be fun. I will say that on Rule the Galaxy, just a quick update. We have upcoming shows planned and getting planned with Ryan McGee from ESPN, Dr. Squatch, who's a regular listener, Michael Nip, who runs the Deucecast, Scott Rifen, who's a regular, Steve Glosson, who's a regular, the first Okairo. He actually works for the Game of Thrones show that's on, I think the Game of Thrones show, who's on HBO, I believe. That's still going on, right?
Well,
There's a new one coming out.
Okay. I think
A
he's
Night
been
of the
working.
Seven Kingdoms.
I think he's been working on that show. I have to check with him. We'll get him on. We'll talk about it. So yeah, and then we've got Mark Newbold and Mark Mulcaster. I've talked to both of them on Fantha Tracks in England. Those guys are great. And then Adam Bray, Star Wars and Marvel author. He'll be back on Rule of the Galaxy soon. Fantastic follow on social media. If you aren't following him, he will talk about and show things all the time on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I think one of his goats just had baby goats. He put that crap on there. It was crazy.
Adam Bray is living the life I'd like to live with goats. No joke. I follow him on Instagram. I want to go steal his pygmy goats. So if they get stolen, Adam, it wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me that stole them. But dude, I want that little baby goat that he's got. Yeah.
Yeah. And also Hyperspace Heroes, who has been chiming in here.
Yep.
Me and Aaron from Hyperspace Heroes will be planning a show as well soon. I forgot I left him off the list, so I apologize for that. But yeah, Adam Bray is great. We talked to him. He knows so many of the people. He's written so many books about people in Star Wars and Marvel. He's a great guy. Plus, he did a travel show on CNN. Like he used to travel and do books and things about the travel for that. He lived in Vietnam for like a year for travel for them. So that's going to be awesome. Did you guys watch Star Wars Rebels? The
Yes.
cartoon, the animated series.
I don't think I think I watched the first 2 or 3 seasons. I didn't finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only 4 seasons. I will tell
Yeah.
you, it starts off like a kid show. It ends like a real solid Star Wars show. But we've become friends with some of the people involved with that show, especially Vanessa Marshall, who played Hera, and they have now done. They're starting a new show, and it's going to be a Rebels recap, and they're going to watch each episode and talk about them while they're watching them, I guess. So
Who?
some of the girl who played Sabine, Tia Sakar, the
Mhm.
gentleman who played Ezra, can't think Taylor something. Anyway, I forget. Apologize. And then Vanessa Marshall. I know those three for sure are going to be on the show, and I think they're going to kind of walk you along with them, tell you things in the inside that was going on, all that. So if you have watched it, I think it would be a great show for you. If you haven't, and you want to watch along and hear their comments, might be a good show for you as well. They are good people. Vanessa's an incredible person, and that show, it started off very kiddish, and I was very leery of it the first season. But by the time you get to the end of the fourth season, man, it was really meaty and really good character things. And were you there? What's the guy's name? Freddie Prinze Jr. Did you watch all the way through to? No, you probably didn't see stuff about the Freddie Prinze Jr. storyline, the Kanan Jarrus. I would say this: you'll really like that. He'll become one of your favorite Jedi's if you watch it all the way through all 4 seasons. And there's some scenes in there that he does that are incredible. Would you agree, Tom?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Mass, Freddie Prinze seems like a guy you'd like. He likes wrestling. He's been upon a bunch of fun movies. He's a fun-loving guy. He'll say whatever's on his mind. So if you want to try it again, I would do that and check it out. So just my 2 cents worth. Again, I've bounced around and stuff. Give me another funny story, Tom, about your smelliness or your sweats, or Mass, tell me about your hatred for the morning.
No, I'm done for the day.
You don't have any more?
I got plenty more. I just don't want to keep going there.
Do we want to talk about the fact that Joe, when describing a specific show, said meaty?
It was a very meaty. It had a meat on the bones. It was
lean and meaty. What was that comedian from the 80s? I can't remember his name.
There we go. Summer
Catch. No. Alfie.
30 seconds of
Cinema
cinema
gold. Yeah.
Terrible.
I like that.
If I know Alfie, that has to do with something to do with breasts.
Are we doing Freddie Prinze? Are we talking, since we talked about Freddie Prinze?
Talk about whatever you want.
Okay. Well, She's All That.
Mm.
It's kind of like Freddie Prince's like big movie introduction, right? Wasn't that his? Was that before I Know What You Did Last Summer?
I don't know. I never watched any of those movies.
Oh, She's All That. That is like the first date me and my wife went on, and it wasn't like
really?
she and I weren't even dating.
She was with another guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. So we go to the movie. Oh, there's a long story.
No,
let's hear it.
Yeah. Does it
I was
involve
not
popcorn
in the right state of mind when
in
we
the bottom of it?
What's that?
Does it involve popcorn with a hole in the bottom?
No,
of
no, no. Oh my gosh. Well, the other day she was going through her some of her memorabilia and just knickknacks and stuff. She actually found the ticket stub from Movies 8, because it wasn't whatever it was. Movies 8.
Yes, Cinemark Movies 8.
And Movies 8 from when we went to go see that movie. It was like a 9 o'clock movie. I wouldn't make it through a 9 o'clock movie to not be. And that this is like pre comfortable reclining chairs. I still would fall asleep. So anyway, She's All That. Freddie Prinze, thank you for introducing me to my wife. And
that's lovely. That's a good story.
There's more to it. I don't really want to get into the details.
I
think you've heard them before. Here. No. I think you've heard them all before. So anyway, good times.
Good
Good
times.
times.
I love peeling back the layers of the onion of Tom. It's always good.
Isn't that why we're here?
It is while we're here.
Like a
This
therapy
is
session.
Is that why you smell? Is you're an onion?
wow.
So
At-
I met well, I met Kelly in school, but our first date was because I lied to her.
I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
We were getting ready to have our 20-year reunion. A compelling and rich story. Thank you.
It's a very meaty story.
But yeah, I saw her. Facebook had just started,
Mm-hmm.
and we were about to have our 20-year reunion, and they asked everybody that was elected an official in our high school lives in a different state now. So then they called me and asked me to invite people to this thing, and I'm on Facebook and I see her and she's got this picture she's got this smile on her face, and I'm like, okay, I need to ask this girl out. So I asked her to join the committee, but I didn't know what her status was. So I told her that, hey, I'm starting this committee and to get the reunion going. And Dave Leathers told me that you might be one to join the party with us. So I blamed everything on Dave when I asked her out. But it
Typical.
worked out.
Easy.
So
Yes.
yeah,
nice.
yeah, always blame Dave. Yeah,
Use Dave as the scapegoat.
that's what I do. Yeah.
Nice. So you got her to join the committee, and
Yeah, it went well.
now you're putting a ring on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Only 20 years later.
Wait, 15.
15
Not 20.
years
Yeah,
later.
15. Yeah. There've been a few breakups in between there.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's common law marriage now. You don't even
Yeah.
need to have the ceremony.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But if you don't have the
She
ceremony,
disagreed.
I can't be the officiant.
That's right.
What was I supposed to wear to the wedding?
Suspenders.
Yes.
Assless chap.
I mean, that's what I would prefer. But you got to pick your own.
I'll look good from the front, but when I turn sideways,
Is that like it's kind of like a mullet.
Mm.
Business in the front and party in
party
the
in the
back.
back.
There you go.
Mass should have worn assless chaps to my wedding, because when we were at the
I
reunion,
did.
he turned them into assless chaps because he tore his pants at the reception right down the seat.
Nice.
Yeah. Ass just hanging out everywhere.
Was that a Kelly sighting?
That was. Here she comes. Here she comes.
Live on YouTube, it's Kelly.
She's got a knife.
You think she wants
hey.
a piece?
She's
You
taking,
can trust Joe and I. We'll warn you. We'll warn you when it's
taking the
coming.
knife out of the cheese. There she goes. Okay.
This is
You know how
great.
stupid humor I love on Arthur when she goes, Arthur, take my hand. He goes, but that would leave you with one. I mean, that's just great humor right there. I don't know.
Yes, I love Russell Brand.
Wrong one,
Wrong.
Oh, sorry.
dude. Wrong Arthur. No, don't compare those two films.
Dudley Moore. I know Dudley Moore.
I'm so happy.
Dude, you're letting the cat out of the bag, Joe. You're letting the cat out of the bag.
No, Alfie's watching right now, and he's seen all these special things I can do, and he's just going to be blown away.
I don't
Do
think
you have anything with cats falling out of the sky? Raining cats and dogs? Oh wow!
I don't know if I have a cats and dogs thing. I don't know.
It's a Mac thing. It's
Hold on. What? How do you do the dog? Isn't it like this? And you go. Ruff, 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 ruff. I don't know. Well,
the sad thing is we all know how to do it. Look at hey, what'd you do when you were bored? We used to sit and make shadow puppets.
kids, how much would we blow kids away right now if we did that? They'd be
Yeah.
like, "You're doing what?"
You can make a dog with just your hand.
Oh man, we're so cool. We're hip. We're with it.
That's what comes to your mind, huh?
Hey,
We're so cool.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys saw this or not. Lori and I started putting together the Captain Rex Lego set.
Did you?
Yeah, we're gonna have that done here in the next few days.
Oh.
The helmet, it's really cool. Yeah, I'm excited about it. I don't do Legos, so.
Have you seen the new AT-AT
Mhm.
driver? It is sweet. You need to get it.
Mass, do you do Legos that much?
No, not since I used to help Elliot do Legos, but not since then.
It's an expensive habit.
Did you see what D-Doc's doing?
Uh-uh.
D-Doc got a Lord of the Rings castle, one of the castles, I think maybe from Mordor. I don't know, but it's a black castle with all the fire and everything like that, and it's ginormous. It's huge. He's working on that right now, but he's so excited. I don't know if I have the patience to do that, but this one I can live with. It's not too all encompassing, but Tom's sharing the screen. Tom, share that screen.
Can you see it?
I will add. Watch this.
Boom. That is so freaking cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You're going to get addicted to these, Joe. It's going to become like you're going to have to collect all the busts.
I am not going to become addicted.
Says the guy that has every pair of Vans and every pair of Doc Martens. Yeah. You're screwed.
No. Well, Lori does like doing puzzles, and so I kind of feel like these are just 3D puzzles, right? So if she wants to do them, I will be in on it. I'm not you guys know, I'm like a bunny rabbit, man. This is the most I can sit down is when I'm doing a podcast. I can't really sit down.
You're like a bunny rabbit.
Yeah, I just bounce around.
Joe can quit anytime. No, he cannot. How many pairs of Vans do you have, Joe?
I bought my first pair of Vans when I turned 50. I am now 53. I'll be 54 in a few months. I think I have 19 pairs.
Oof. See? He can't quit. Hyperspace.
That's a problem.
That is. Yeah, that is.
I mean, you need to see a specialist, is what I'm saying.
The different colors and the different styles, they go with different,
No, I get it. Kelly has like 19 different pairs of what are those old Converse All Stars called?
Taylors.
Yeah, she got 19 pairs of Chuck Taylors. So
my Maddie did the same thing. She had a different color, different pair for everything.
They're so bad for your feet. They're so bad for your feet.
Yeah, they are. Hey, you know what? You know who I talked into having 2 pairs of Vans now?
Who?
Lori.
Oh, yeah?
She has 2 pairs of Vans?
We bought her 2 different styles of Vans. She has 2 pairs of Vans now. She's so cute in them. It's funny. It's the little things like that to make me happy.
When you said she's so cute, your nose like little, it went, look at, oh.
So cute. It's cute.
I'm going to puke.
Is there one for can you do that? Or the puke come down?
I don't know if you can do puke. Tom, you'll have to show me how to do that one. We always try to bring Star Wars back into this sometimes because it's part of the Rule of the Galaxy podcast. I have to ask, what did you guys think of the Andor 2 trailer, preview, whatever? What did you guys think about that?
I thought it looked pretty exciting myself. I'm looking forward to it. It looks a bit more up tempo this season, and I loved the first season. So I mean, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah,
it's high on the list of things I want to watch. Yeah,
same. Until Alfie shot me down and said something like, "Yeah, it's a trailer. It's supposed to have." They took all the action moments and crammed it all into the 2.5 minute trailer. I'm like, "Damn it, Alfie!"
He's good at that. That's one of his special gifts.
He's a realist.
Yes.
Yeah, it does look like it has more action. And I think the bad thing about Andor season 1 was when you can't watch it straight through because you have to wait a week. The episodes, you don't get. It did not move at the pace that you're used to, Star Wars moving. Now that you can go back through and watch it, dude, it's a good show.
Mm-hmm.
Really good show.
I agree. I said all along, the first few episodes of Andor, I was like, I don't know, it's kind of slow. I don't know if this is going to go. And it's not like he was my favorite character from Rogue One or anything, right? So I'm like, let's see where this goes. By the end of the first season, I was like, this show's going to be pretty good. This has got a good story. It's wrapping in a lot of things, and then doing it to where that first season was basically 1 year's time frame, and it put all that base that we needed in there. Now this next season being 3 episodes being 1 year, 3 episodes being 1 year, right? And it's a countdown to Rogue One. I'm really pumped about it, and I think it's gonna do a great job because Rebels is going on at that time, which that's cool stuff. So you've got that going on. Bad Batch has just ended. It's leading right up to Rogue One. I think you're going to wrap in a lot of cool storylines with Orson Krennic coming back. The Empire keeps growing. There's a lot of things they're going to be able to do with this, and it's going to be able to mesh a lot. And here's our friend Alfie. It's a step above white noise for me. Alfie.
So, did I see it right, though? They're going to release 3 episodes at a time?
Yep.
So, there you go. You're going to get, like, the full story arc for that 3 episodes, and you're going to get the full story arc for the next 3. Yeah. And I'm still waiting for Luthen's ship, for them to make the Lego version of Luthen's ship. Ooh. That's one of the coolest ships. You never really get a full glimpse of it, on the show, but that's what I'm waiting for.
I think Adam Parker brought it up on the last Rule of the Galaxy. I'm looking forward to seeing who Uncle Harlow is. They mentioned Uncle Harlow a number of times. When Cyril and his mom are eating cereal and they're in there talking, and yes. Uncle Harlow got him the job, and Uncle Harlow's connected. I want to know who that is. Is
Darth
it
Vader? Anakin Skywalker.
You're such an idiot.
Okay.
It's code, Dame. Uncle Harlow.
Okay. All right. I don't know.
I am too. To see who he is,
Yeah, I just think it'd be good.
I derailed you.
What if it's Luthen?
Oh.
What if it's Orson Krennic? Well, I mean, it could be anybody like that. If it's just some meaningless, they brought it up way too many times for it to be
nobody.
Yeah.
I know who it is, and I'll show you here in a second. Let me.
Oh gosh.
How's this internet thing work?
I have no idea.
Harlow is Krennic's childhood nickname. There we go.
Oh,
Hyperspace Heroes. Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. What if it's something cool like that?
I think it's this guy right here.
This is fascinating video for our listeners.
First Class.
Who is that guy?
You know who Jack Harlow is?
Oh, yes. I can't see it.
We waited for that.
Sorry.
Harlow. See ya. Bye-bye. No Jack
Am
Harlow.
I getting booted from the show now? Damn it.
Look how technological we are, though. I can take your stuff that you're putting on there and put it on the screen. I feel very D-Doc right now.
Yeah. He'd be proud of you running a show like that.
I know. Look at Alfie, just destroying things.
You sleep so long watching you over here. Joe needs the rest, so Alfie, it might be exactly what he needs. And then Mass will get to sleep until 10 a.m. on Saturdays.
I'll settle for 9.
We'll change the time up. We'll change the time up. I promise.
You're fine.
I don't want to. You're one of my oldest and dearest friends. I don't want to make it to where getting up early on a Saturday morning is a negative thing for you.
Well, I just think you guys do it on purpose so that I will complain. I mean, that's my shtick, isn't it? I'm the complainer.
The curmudgeon-y.
I am the old.
You guys, you boys,
ratchet bastard. Yeah.
Don't make me shit in your coffee.
Hey Tom, you mentioned the last show. We'll finish up here with some other stuff outside of Star Wars and outside of me being silly talking about my wife's illnesses and everything like that. Music. We don't talk enough about music on here. We talked about movies. We talked about streaming. To give our listeners a little rundown, like where are you when it comes to your favorites, some of your guilty pleasure music, things like that? Who are your go-to listen musics for you?
For me,
Hyperspace Heroes. I like it.
Yes.
He loved that part. He loved that part. Of
Wedding
Andor.
planning and intergalactic banking. Alfie's favorite part right there.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So we were talking about music. What happened?
No. Like, if you had to name top 5 either artists or bands, and then somebody you listen to that you wouldn't think you'd listen to, just give me some thoughts on your music tastes and things like that.
Guilty pleasure. Guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
I do like Taylor Swift. Yeah, she has some good songs. Jack Antonoff produced one of her albums, and he's the lead singer from the Bleachers. He was in the group Fun,
Okay.
and he's a big producer.
Mm.
Taylor Swift, Conan Gray. This is my daughter Ashley, my youngest, got me listening. Good music, good lyrics. He's the Elton John of our era, of her era, kind of. Best song ever written. We Built This City, Starship.
Oh my God!
Change my mind. It is freaking awesome.
I don't want to change your mind.
No.
I don't ever want to hear that song again either. But I don't want to change your mind.
Every trivia night,
We
Joe.
built this city on rock and roll. God, that's awful.
Oh, it's freaking great. Yes.
There we go.
Yes. Best song ever.
No.
Greatest
Okay.
rock song ever written in the 80s.
Okay.
So,
Well, who are your favorite bands though? Favorite bands, favorite artists
my
outside of the
favorite
guilty
band.
pleasure. Yeah.
favorite band all time has got to be U2. And I know that's kind of cliche,
I like
but
you
dude,
too.
the lyrics have got to mean something to me, and the music. If you go back and listen to Joshua Tree and Achtung Baby, the difference between those two albums is crazy and just so good. I mean, every song on each one of those albums is so good. Second favorite, and this is 90s rock, Third Eye Blind. Everybody thinks that they're a one-hit wonder with their like self-titled album, but all of their albums are good, pretty much from start to finish. I'm a hand talker. I don't have the rock on. I can't do it. Do it. Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Does this do anything when you do this, Joe?
I tried. No.
Tried? No. Okay.
Mac hasn't picked up on that one yet.
No.
So those are my two favorite. U2, Third Eye Blind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mass, let's hear some of your music diversity.
Well, mine is actually changing all the time, but I will say this: the last episode we did where we had the Kendrick Lamar discussion.
Yes.
I figured out, and everybody probably knows this already, but we have this Apple Music, and we have an app for it on the TV. And I put it on the other day, and if you play a song on Apple Music on your TV, it'll show you all the lyrics as it's going down, which I thought was, I did not know. It's fantastic. I love that Kendrick Lamar song. Yeah. I've been trying to listen to a little more rap music. The problem with me with rap is that there's a lot of referencing back to other rap songs that I have no idea what the hell they're talking about, but yeah, but lately I've been listening to, like, I never really liked. I didn't listen to a lot of rap, since the '90s, I guess it was, and I never really liked country music. But I think I was listening to the wrong country music. You know what I mean? I found Zach Bryan. I really like Zach Bryan. I have a bunch of his songs on my phone now, but I guess. A couple of my favorite bands. I was always a big Red Hot Chili Peppers fan. I always liked U2, but I'm trying to change what I listen to and how I think about things, and so I'm listening to all different kinds of musics now.
That's good. I think everybody is ever changing, kind of, right? They're, as you age, your taste changes. But I'm looking at it right here, and I first of all, do you guys like these when they do your like that's my
Oh
2025
yeah, your
to
recap.
do list, my
Yeah, the
recaps.
recap.
I love the recap because then I sit there and I go back and I mean I've got it from all the way back to 2018, so I can look at my recap all the way back to 2018, and it's changed quite a bit in that time frame. But I would say obviously my two favorite bands of all time are the Beatles and the Foo Fighters. I know that's pretty cliche. That's tons of people out there are that way, but I can listen to those two all the time. Matter of fact, I listen to the Beatles Sirius XM channel for probably 4 hours a day every day, and then Foo Fighters, as you know, anytime I'm in the car, anytime I'm away from Beatles, I'm that. But I found that um, Old Dominion, country group. Lori turned me on to them. I listen to them as much and as anything, and they're kind of like Zach Brown, right? I mean, it's something that I didn't think I would listen to. I didn't listen to any country music really at all until I've gotten older. My daughter Maddie really likes country music. Lori likes country music, so I've mixed that in there. Um, Blink 182, Panic at the Disco. Have you guys listened much to Chapel Roan? The new Chapel Roan, the new.
Mm-mm.
She's really good. Emily got me turned on between 21 Pilots, Panic at the Disco, Chapel Roan. Emily got me turned on to all of them, and so I listen to a lot of her music with that. But it's really really good, and so yeah, I mean it's I told you guys about this Lissie, Lissie. All I heard, I only heard of her because I watched Loudermilk, and I still say if you guys haven't watched Loudermilk, go watch Loudermilk. It's incredible. But she comes on, and she's an actual artist, Lissie. She plays someone else, but she's still an artist there, and yeah, her music is really cool, and it's kind of alternative country folk but rock all at the same time. So yeah, let's see here real quick. The Heavy Short Change Hero. I don't know. I don't know the Heavy Short Change Hero.
Is that
Hypers-
rock? Is that
I don't know.
the Heavy?
Hyperspace.
We'll find out.
Yeah, give us that. Alfie, you guys can definitely ride together to Ohio. You're not getting the aux cord in my
Oh hell yeah, Alfie! Repeat. We built this city on repeat.
No,
Oh gosh.
So a couple things. Do you share?
all of us will not return from Ohio if I have to listen to "We Built This City" for 4 fucking hours. It's not going to happen.
Take
So-
headphones.
So do you share your Apple profile with anybody? Like, is your Apple profile like your shared music?
Yeah, we
Okay.
have it. The kids, Lori and I, we have it all under one family
Yeah.
plan where we can.
So when I get my recap,
Yeah.
my recap looks so skewed because it'll have like whatever the kids are listening to, kind
Okay.
of like tied in with my music. I'm like, huh? That doesn't make
Hey.
any sense. I didn't listen to any of that.
And "We Built This City."
Yeah,
Nine-
this could be my number
yeah.
one. Why is it not in there?
Right.
So, hey, one, we haven't started Yellow Jackets yet. I know you guys mentioned the music
Oh.
on that one.
Mhm.
Emily told Lori, do not watch Yellow Jackets. You're not going to like it. She said, I love it. She does. But she's like, I don't think you and Dad will like it. But I want to watch it because I want to hear the music, like you said, in it. But Paradise on Hulu,
Mhm.
the
Oh,
music
dude.
on there is
'Cause it's 80s.
fantastic. Yeah, it's 80s, 90s, all
Yeah.
that stuff. Yeah, so I just it made me think about his mixtapes he makes
Yep.
on there. Have you finished that, by the way? Paradise.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We haven't yet.
Okay.
We watched the first 3 episodes. Kelly fell asleep. We tried to watch
Oh.
the 4th one. So I guess I'm going to have to wait till she falls asleep and then watch it by
No, just wake
myself.
up at 3 a.m. with her and watch it.
No. But but yeah, I like that one. But Yellow Jackets, it's a dark show, but when you watch it, it all like it's you understand like everything that happens. You like, yeah, I can see that. I can see that. It all made sense to me. Like it was written so well. I thought that everything made sense to me.
Are you caught up? Did you finish season 3 of Yellow Jackets, Mass?
I have not. I saw the first 2 seasons, and then I used to have Showtime Anytime,
Mm-hmm.
but that seems to be gone now, and I got to get it through Paramount.
Okay.
And so I don't know. I'm still having trouble paying twice for something,
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to wait till season 3 is over and then like rent it for a month or something.
Okay. Season 2. I'm into season 2 now. I like Yellow Jackets. I like the storyline because it's kind of like Lord of the Flies and what happens when they get back. Like like in Lord of the Flies, once they got reintroduced back to
Spoiler alert.
society.
Yeah.
It's not really it's the gist if you read the like overview. But there's some like otherworldly stuff that's going on that I don't kind of get.
It'll come around.
Okay. So it's good though. I'm addicted to it. Anytime I'm sitting down, it's like, you guys want to watch Yellow Jackets? You guys want to watch Yellow Jackets?
Hey,
And Paradise is too short.
Not to get too far into the streaming thing, and we're going to close up shop here in a minute, but I started White Lotus season 3. Have you guys seen 1 and 2? Are you watching season 3?
Now I watched the first couple of episodes of season 1, and I didn't get past that. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know what happens afterwards. Everybody seems to love it, but I just wasn't my thing.
No, I season 3 has not caught my attention yet. I'm fighting through it. I'm like, I don't know. So I will see. Season 1 was good. Season 2 was better. Season 3, I'm still figuring out. So
it's like episode 1 of Slow Horses for me.
Apparently,
man,
although I can't. Slow Horses is good, man.
it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Gosh, I got to get through it, man. Got to get through
Let's get you some Monsters or Red Bull or whatever, and let's just shoot through them. I could binge them with you. Lori and I would binge the whole thing. Let's go.
Really, again?
Oh yeah, it's
I'd
good.
watch it again.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, guys. I have to force It's one of those ones you have to pay attention, like so much attention to.
I'm a big Gary Oldman fan, though. He's one of my favorite actors. Yeah.
Drexel?
Drexel. Yeah. I know I'm pretty.
I
ain't as pretty as a couple of titties.
Hey, if you ever watch True Romance, Joe, you'd get
True Romance. Yeah, he didn't get that far.
Didn't get that far.
Oh my gosh, dude! You wouldn't even realize that that's him, Gary Oldman, in that show. God, that was good.
Okay. All right. Anything close up? You guys got anything big this week? Show choir, more track meets, Mass, anything like that?
Had a track meet last night. It was like 15 teams at the University of Indianapolis indoor.
Great complex.
I think I got home at like 11.
Isn't it crazy how long those things go?
Oh my Lord! You got another one next Friday.
Okay.
I don't think Elliot got home till 11:30, and then he went home. He went somewhere and played poker. I haven't seen him today. He's still.
Is he running track for them? Is there?
Yeah, he's running track
for UND when he goes to UND.
Oh no. He's got really good football player speed, which does not translate into really good track speed.
Wow.
Okay.
But my kid, he's maybe 5'7", but he's 175 pounds of muscle.
Yep.
So he's not he's hard to bring down, but he's he doesn't have explosive speed anymore. He's just too heavy for that. But
that'd be cool. So is he gonna play football there at UND? Possibly.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, but I hope so. I mean, I'd like to. Well, I don't know. He's 5'7". I don't know if I really want him to play college.
5'7", 175, getting hit by a 6 foot 200 pounder, 250 pounders. Yeah.
So up to him though. I'd watch it.
Very dangerous over short distance.
Yeah.
I think we all are. I mean, from me to the buffet line, I'm very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Look out. We've got a Broadway show today, or not a Broadway, 6 at Clues.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So I guess it's about Henry VIII's
Okay.
wives or something like
Yeah.
that.
All the
Supposed to
ones
be-
he killed, all the ones he
Yeah.
had killed. All right.
So,
Good.
Yep.
Lori and I are going to be babysitting and watching two of the grandkids tonight. So that is our Saturday night. That's part of the whole grandparent thing, which will be great. I'm interested to see they're spending the night. So I'm interested to see how that goes.
throw on Yellow Jackets. It's good family fun.
Yellow Jackets and the kids. Sounds great.
I'm
No.
sure Joey
Yeah.
would love that.
Maddie will thank you. Oh, is it Joey's kids?
One of Joey's and then Maddie's. Yeah.
Oh.
The two boys are staying.
How are you not getting both of Joey's?
The little one's still not ready to spend the night. Mira,
Gotcha.
she's tiny. She's
Yep.
little. So,
Gotcha.
yep, it's a test run. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, guys, let's plan our next movie adventure. Let's keep thinking of fun stories to bring to the table here in those guys, and then yeah, we'll just keep going from there. But thanks for getting up and not drinking coffee with me, and being part of the show. Any closing thoughts before we go?
No.
No. I'm going to start the Joel Molinaro workout program this week. Wake up at 5 a.m., start the push-ups, sit-ups, go get my coffee. Yeah, and I'm going to call Mass and wake him up
No. Yeah, that's a
On the daily.
workout.
on the daily,
I know where you live.
just to see if I get a flaming
Understand
bag
that.
of poo on my doorstep.
I am going to ring that doorbell. Yes.
Oh,
Get that.
Dr.
Set it on fire. You're going to have to stomp it out. That's how it goes.
He said
Good morning,
poo.
Dr.
He
Buffy.
said poo.
Don't put it out with your boots, Ted. Don't tell me my business, devil woman.
All right, you guys go have a great Saturday. Have your fun, Dr. Squatch. Always good to see you. Hey, we'll have some more Rule of the Galaxy coming up soon, but we just figured we get those guys out of the way on a beautiful Saturday morning in Indiana. Guys, thanks so much. Everybody who's joined in, thanks. And until next time, we'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye, guys.